All right, what is up? Can you guys hear me? Let's see. I think we're live. I think we're good. What is up, Metal, my man? How you doing? Jasmine moved a little bit. Jasmine. Yeah, we got Jasmine up on the screen. Yeah, I mean, not really, but I guess so. So, depending on where we look, my man, it's still just bouncing around. As long as you're making higher lows, you're good. I mean, we're getting so close to the end now that it's just only a matter of time before we go up. We just gotta hold. We gotta hold. Because as long as you're making higher lows, it's bullish. Doesn't look too bad. Hasn't moved in a long time. It's going sideways. All right, let me check the chat. What is up? I show clips. Your prediction on ADA, SWE, Turbo, SPX 6900, and TOSHI. Damn. Okay, that's a lot. But Turbo, I'm super bullish on. Cardano, we really never look at Cardano. SWE is going to be a good play. SWE. Well, anyway, let me finish Jasmine here. Depending on where you want to draw it at, low to the high, it is bouncing above, like I said, making higher lows above the 0.5 here. If you want to call it short term, it's bullish back over 1.4, about a penny and a half here. And then if we just go from this low to the high, let's see if we're holding any kind of support. Yeah, I mean, if we go with the most recent, we'll get rid of that one. Then you just had the low to the high bounce off of the trend, the higher low, the 618 at 1.3. So it's still bullish. Well, not bullish, but it's still alive. That's exactly what you want to see, a 618 retracement. Back over a penny and a half bullish. And then, of course, on the macro scale, once it gets over 5 pennies, it's going to the moon, in my opinion. Once it breaks the 382 on the macro, so you can be excited on Jasmine once it starts moving and once it's over 5. Once it's over 5, it's going to fly out of here. And very likely, yeah, it hasn't moved. It hasn't moved at all since we looked at it. Yeah, so I think a 618 retracement is definitely in the book. So 30 cent Jasmine, easily. Don't doubt it. That's a 20x from here. So Jasmine's going to 20x. I know it's an older coin, but Jasmine's going to be a sleeper play. All right, we'll move on to the next older coin. One of the ones I owned last time was ADA. Yeah, I mean, not exactly the same, but almost a similar chart. These coins are just grinding their way up. We're just not moving up yet, but clearly higher highs, higher lows. Jasmine or Cardano does not look horrible here. It's sitting back over to 0.5. It didn't quite come back down to the trend line. I don't think there's enough time, especially on the larger time frame here. There's not enough time for it to come all the way back down. I don't know if you guys saw, but some of these coins on some of these are. I was looking on Blowfin today. What was that one coin? You see that one coin that was like 4 pennies and now it's at like $10? Damn, what was that? Can you imagine buying it at 4 and it's at 10 now? Oh yeah, the MYX coin. Oh man, it's at $13 now. Oh my god. It's at $13 now and it's still bullish. But Cardano's holding above the 0.5, so your support right now is 8.3. Breakout is potentially over where it got stuck back here, the 618. So 618 is your breakout point on Cardano, but it is pumping a little bit lately, so we'll see how it plays out. We're already into September, so we're running out of time. So a new high on Cardano would take you up to $647, and that would be about a 7.5, 8x, depending on where it's going to run to. I don't know. If we have a big run, then a $10, 10x, 11x play would be Cardano. But I think around the $6 or $7 range could be a good target. And it's got a very bullish macro chart here. Monthly candle chart looks very good. At one point, we're just going to look, and these coins are going to have these giant candles spawning in. You get the idea. But Cardano is a good one for a rollover play, I would have to say. I wouldn't expect if I got a 5x out of Jazz or out of Cardano, I'm out. What's up, Alan? What's up, Ray? PENGU will be Doge of this bull run, probably. PENGU's gonna be huge, I think. PENGU's gonna be one that's gonna fly. What's up, Dave? Got Dave in the house. What's up, Hamid? What was the other coin you said? But yeah, PENGU's a good one. I need to get a list together, like on a spreadsheet or something or somewhere. That way I know what coins I really want to buy in on. But SWI's going to be a good one. SWI's going to $10 or $20 probably. SWI just gives me the vibes of Solana from last cycle. What the hell happened? My mouse is still messing up, so it's getting very hard to push buttons. I need to make money this run because I need a new computer big time. This computer is like 4 or 5 years old now. I don't even know. But yeah, right now you are holding higher highs and higher lows. Very good looking macro chart for SWI. It's getting stuck at the 618 resistance at the moment, but once it breaks through that, and then once it breaks over 540, it's going to possibly send SWI. Oh, I don't remember where SWI's going. Hold on. I think Ondo was the $20. $20 to $25 on Ondo, but SWI is going to be a good play. So, yeah, where's this thing going to end up? It's at 350 almost. Yeah, is this thing going to $100? Wow, if this thing goes to $100, that's a 34x almost. So maybe $100 on SWI. Maybe that's too much, I don't know, but from Coinbase, if you have a millionaire coins value with a few clicks, what does that mean? Yeah, if you have you're saying it's going to be an issue to get your money transferred into USDT. Yeah, the only problem I remember from last time is that when everyone was in the market, these exchanges got jammed up, so they would go down, you couldn't sell, so just be prepared for that. Some exchanges will go down, and you won't be able to get out exactly where you want to get out, but it'll eventually fix itself. But there will be times where we're going to the moon and they don't work, and you just can't get out because there's just too many people piling into the website. Oh wow, this coin just hit $14 almost. This coin is absolutely ripping right now. Wow. I can't believe this coin's all the way up there. I looked at it earlier and it was at $10. Damn, I should have put in a long position on it. I wanted to so bad. I'm not going to jump in now. Okay, let me get back into this. What's up, DZ? What's up, Cha, my man? How you doing? Can I get Memo? Yeah, we'll do Memo. SWI will not go to 20. Its fundamentals are very bearish. The inflation of the coin. Yeah, see, I don't have the time to look into the inflation and the tokens. And I mean, we'll see what happens, but I do like SWI for a good play, but we all have our own opinions, so there's no telling. So you say no way, $20? Well, the first business is the new high, of course, but I think it's going to go way past that. I think $20 is possible. That's only a 5x move from here, 6x. You'll be surprised at what these coins can accomplish when, for no reason, we're just going up. When they pile in, you will see. All right, Turbo really quick. Turbo I'm extremely bullish on. I think this chart tells us exactly where Turbo is headed to. Same thing with Bonk. It's not a bad spot to get in if you just want to hold for the run. Because I've gone over this many, many times. So Turbo, some sort of move like this. We're running out of time though, and then the bear market will come into play. But as of right now, just looking at it where it is, alt season on the doorstep, then this coin is very likely to come up to the top of the wedge, whatever you want to call this here, the wedge, the channel. But it's at the bottom, and we're right at the cusp of the alt season here. So I don't know why that little fib's there, but anyway, it's holding up nicely, and it's sitting down here flat going sideways. I think you could put money in bonk or turbo here. Yeah, and easily going to hit 5 pennies. So 5 cents is definitely on the table. That's a 14x from here. That's a guaranteed 14, 15x on this thing. And if alt season kicks in and it's already up here, it's going to break the channel. It's going to break to the upside. So what I say, 5 cents to 15 cents is my target. Anywhere from 5 to 15 cents is where this thing's going to end up. So you could get a good solid 37, 38, almost a 40x from here on turbo. That is my opinion though. But very bullish looking chart on this one. What is CHZ? CHZ. Oh, Chili's. We haven't looked at this one in forever. Does anyone care about Chili's anymore? I don't even know if this is on my rollover list on Coinbase. Is this a Coinbase coin? Chili's. What are we doing? Yeah, Chili's is an older coin. Let's see here. Didn't quite come. I guess it did. I mean, it. So just keeping it simple on this one. I mean, it's going down and sideways. If it's ever going to go up, I would expect. We'll see how big of a move it is, though. But Chili's, the bottom is not in. It's making lower lows and lower highs. But like I said, it did come all the way down here to where it got stuck, and then it just blew through that. So it could be the bottom. Like I keep saying, we're running out of time for these coins to continue to go down. So if there's going to be an alt season and we're going to actually make it, then these things should be bottoming out. So short term over 4, and then bullish over 5.5. Once you get over 5.5 pennies, bullish up to possibly 7. Macro bullish over 11. Now let's measure. Because it's an older coin, so if you get a 2, 3, 4, 5x out of it, then yeah, Chili's up to the 618 retracement before the bear market would take you to about 25, 26 cents, and that would be a 6.5x. That's possibly where I would get out. No one ever talks about Chili's, so I don't know where it's going. If you're lucky, you'll get 50 cents and get a 10x. And then MEMO is a good one. MEMO, I think, is going to run when Well runs. She's breaking down. I told you we should have drew the pattern here, the channel. Every time we end up drawing the channel, these coins tend to die. I guess we could pull it down. It's still in the channel. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. All right, so let's see, what is MEMO doing for DZ here? So I got too many fibs on the chart from the low to the high. Yeah, I mean, you're below the 382 here, so it needs to get back over 11 if you want to look at that one to be bullish again. But it's holding the bottom again, and it's holding your 786 down here. Yeah, and your 0.5. So it is on support at 9. I would have to say it can't go lower than 9. If it goes lower than 9, then it's going to break down big time. Lower than 9, then you run the risk of this thing slightly falling off the table, which I say slightly, but that's still about a 25% drop, so you don't want that to happen. So 9 is your support. Wait, let me bring that back up. And then bullish back over 11, okay. And then MEMO. Yeah, I don't know where MEMO's going to end up. It's at what, almost 10 cents. MEMO, I think, is going to be a good play, so we'll see. The dollars are 10x. Yeah, I would say $1 to $2 is possible. 10 to 20x on this thing. What's up, Cryptic? How you doing? Everything you have is bearish except ZBCN. Yeah, I mean, everything's still going side. I mean, we're not doing anything yet, so oh, wow, there's only 6 people in here. I guess it is kind of early, so yeah, I want to trade something. I want to make some money already. I'm tired of sitting here being poor. What's up, Okie? Love the lives. Always watch back after work. Any chance if you haven't already looked at SUKU and Dent? I forgot about SUKU. We used to always look at SUKU. What's up, Joe? How are we doing? We're doing nothing. We're still just not. There's some, like I said, there's some coins that are running right now. Let me see if I can find that coin. What are we going to look at? Dog and Me and Ondo. What's the real? Oh, what is real Matrix? What's up? WorldCoin. Yeah, WorldCoin. Yeah, and if I missed anything, just say it again. Yeah, someone said one time, don't ever buy WorldCoin. It's a scam. I don't know who said that. It was another YouTuber, I think. But they're, oh, yeah, see, the scam's going to the moon. Damn, yeah, some of these coins are bullish. Some coins, not all. High to the low. Yeah, this one's kind of hard to, we're going to have to zoom in. All right, but looking at WorldCoin, just kind of zooming in, high to the low, or low to the high rather, bounced off the 618, double bottom of the higher low, and it's pumping. So I would say if it can stay over 128, it's bullish, and then it needs to break over 183 to be macro bullish. But it'll accomplish that if it can break over this high at 164. But I don't know where you can buy WorldCoin, but yeah, I wouldn't buy this coin. Just chart wise, I don't know anything about it, but just for the chart, I would never buy this coin. It's just not, there's better choices in my opinion. Yeah, did WorldCoin top out in 2021? Oh, that's 2024. All right, so it's not an older coin. All right, so WorldCoin from where it is now to $1.50 if you're lucky. And we have an alt season from where you are right now. New high would be a 19x up to 27. No idea if these are correct, so they're going back to the shadow realm. So possibly a 19x from here for a new high at about 27, maybe $30, so maybe a 20x. But it did have a nice bounce, double bottom bounce off the 618. And it is holding higher lows. I mean, it's already playing out, but you already do have the higher lows and the lower highs or the lower lows on the stock RSI. So you did have that bullish hidden divergence and that double bottom with another bounce with a higher low. It was all telling you it was about to bounce. And that's exactly what it did. Yeah, why are you guys asking for Dent? SUKU and Dent. Oh, we got Silver in the house. What's up, my man? How you doing? XRP to the moon. All right, SUKU and Dent. What is SUKU? SUKU. I mean, I know what SUKU is, but what is Dent? Yeah, what is SUKU up to? We haven't looked at SUKU in ages. Bearish, not a damn thing. Yeah, there's nothing bullish on the SUKU chart at all. I just looked at a coin that kind of looked like this, and it put in a lower low, it went sideways, and it just completely died. One large red candle spawned in on it. I'm like, oh my god. So there's nothing bullish on the SUKU chart. I know it's on Coinbase. I know it's a low market cap. Just gotta pick the right coin. right, we're still here. I have to keep muting my mic because when someone comes into the room, I don't want anything said or any of that stuff. Get me banned. But yes, please hit the like button, answer the poll. I know there's no one here. There's only 10 people watching at the moment. But we need it. I mean, I need to get ready. I don't know if you guys are ready for what's going to come. Yeah, we're going to do this one in Dent. What are we looking at? But yeah, SUKU, I mean, low to the high, not perfect, but it is down. Final support area, 786 at about 2. Didn't quite hit it. Like I said, can't really tell what's going on. It just needs to keep up the higher highs and especially the higher lows here. So it can't really fall lower than this because then it's just going to break down. Not bullish until you get back over 3.8, pretty much 4 pennies on SUKU. But like I said, the chart is not bear or bullish at all. There is no bull run until this thing gets over 12. And as for where it's going to run to, like I keep saying, there's too many coins out there, so I have no idea. If you're holding a bunch of different bags, I know these things, I know certain coins are going to go vertical, which I'm trying to get a list made up. But if you're just holding a bunch of random coins, especially something like SUKU, I know the low market cap and Coinbase and all that, and I know everyone loves whatever project they're buying in on. But something like this, 30 cents to 618 retracement in a bull market, get a 10x, get your 10x and get out of here. If you're lucky, 65 cents for a 20x. That's how I'm going to treat these coins. If I think it's going to have a potential to pump and it's way down here, 618 is where I'm taking out. Moonshot's going to be the next level. I mean, I don't know how it's going to play out this year, but there's just so many coins. I don't see how the money's going to come in for every coin out there. All right, let's see what the hell Dent is. I think we've looked at it before. Dent. Going completely sideways. Let's see if it has a decent chart. Yeah, sometimes we look at these coins and it's like, whoa. Everyone pile in. This one doesn't look horrible. Let's see. I don't remember the last time we looked at it, but it's just going sideways down here at the bottom. So as long as this coin's somewhere where you can buy it on a bigger exchange, this is what you want to see. It pretty much can't go lower. It always could, I guess, to this area down here, the volume. But I don't think there's time for another breakdown. Same thing with Elon. Elon's down at the bottom. I don't think it's going to go back down. But they're going sideways and down, and this is the chart we like to see. We were looking at what? XCN back in the day when it was down here doing this, and then it broke the 236, it held, and then it just blasted out of here. That's what these coins are going to do if it's going to go up. I don't know what Dent is, but no bottom until you're over 201, and then 202 to be bullish, and bull run over 5. 205. But just to hit that 618 retracement, I don't know how old this coin is. That is a 6.5, almost a 7x. Yeah, this is a 21 topper. So you may get a 618 retracement, get a 7x out of this one. Your moonshot's going to probably be a penny. A penny would get you a 14x. Rocket to the moon or rocket to Mars or whatever you call it would be an 80x up to 6. I don't think that's going to happen. No way. But like I said, it's going sideways. There's really nothing to say on it. We could zoom in and, pick at it, but at this point, I don't see the point in looking at these unless you're trading. Unless you are a trader, looking at the small time frames at this point. So short term, it looks like it is holding bullish. It bounced off of the 0.5. It's over the 382. So short term over 307, it's bullish. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. ACH, bro. In crypto for 5 years now, I don't sell before a 10x. Yeah, I just want to get in so I can sell me some 10x's and start actually making some money. Still underwater, yeah. Most people are. No one's making money right now, unless you're lucky and you bought some of these coins. Yeah, we'll do ACH and AT. or ATH and ACH. Let me see if that MYX coin is on here. Yeah, MYX Finance. I think this is the coin that just did that. Yeah, look at this thing. Oh my God. These are daily candles. Can you imagine buying in down here? Yeah, all the way down here at 4 pennies, and then it just blasts. Oh man, it's still bullish. It's still going. Even if you look on the smaller time frames, it's just bullish as hell. Oh wow. You guys that bought down here in the accumulation, depending on where you bought, of course, but damn, you just got a 300x. You bought in the middle of the accumulation. Damn, yeah, you're sitting at about 175x. My God. And there's no signs of this thing slowing down. Let's see, 15 minutes. Oh, I can't pull up the volume on this damn thing. Yeah, let me see. I know no one asked for this coin, but I want to see if there's going to be some sort of a pullback, because that's a large move. Can you imagine shorting this thing back down? I mean, technically it just did a 300x, so it's got to cool off at some point. All right, we'll get into ACH and those in just a moment. Let me see. This isn't even the whole chart. I can't even draw anything on here. Let's see. Let's see if we just do it from here. Let's see if it's getting stuck at resistance. Because I was looking at it when it was at $9 something, $10, and I was like, yeah, I guess it is. Because I was looking on Blowfin, and I was like, the next resistance is this $11 area, and it blew right through there. Wow. All right, let's look at ACH really quick. Yeah, this thing pumped up and hit the 1414. Yeah, I was looking at it the other, whenever that was, but it was sitting at around 3 something. Someone said $3 was resistance, and it just said nope. All right, ACH. Yeah, if you guys hear that noise in the background, it's the washing machine, so. ACH, and then an all-time high, or Aether. Yeah, we've been looking at ACH on the macro chart. It's not doing anything. It's still down here in very good buying territory or opportunity. Still putting in higher lows. Bullish once it gets over 2.5. Breakout to the moon, too late, over 5.5. It's still bullish, so as long as we're making higher lows, I guess we can take this box off. But yeah, I think ACH is going to be a good play too. ACH and Jasmine are two of the older coins that I think are going to perform very well. It doesn't have to. I know ACH is a bigger or an older coin, so if ACH is at 10 cents, maybe you want to think about getting out, because that's a 5.5x from here. I think it's possible. I would say, I've been saying 50 cents on it. I still think that's possible. Very likely. That'd be a 25x up to 50. So if you want to be safe about it, 10 cents would probably be a good ACH target if you don't want to take a chance. ACH to the moon, very bullish macro chart. No, this one pumped. It's getting stuck at resistance right now though, so just be aware. If it can stay over 4.8, pretty much 5 cents, then it's bullish. 483 if you want to be very technical. Yeah, I may have had a nice pump up. These coins are starting to wake up. A lot of stuff's not moving, but a lot of stuff's moving. Make sure, yeah, we're still here. Okay, we got 13 people in here. We'll look at Rocket Pool. Yeah, we'll look at it. Yeah, we'll look at ZBCN. Someone else asked for that earlier. What's up, Tree Doctor? Tree Doctor. API 3. Yeah, where's our man T13? He ain't been here in a while. T13. Got lost in the shadow realm, I think. What's up, Mo Crypto? How you doing? What are we looking at? ATH. Yeah, you're stuck at the 302 resistance right now on that candle and that wick. So all right, we're back. So ATH, yeah, if it can stay over this resistance here, you can see that I drew the high to the low. You're over the 786 and the macro 382. So if you could stay over this area of 4.7 up to 4.8, that would be very bullish. But it does have this large candle. This could easily turn into a wick and hold, and you could pull back. So just be aware of that. But you know, we're seeing some coins just go right now. It's not really a lot, but you get the idea. Yeah, look at the volume that came in on that. Jesus. Yeah, just out of nowhere, the volume just spiked in. How much is it up? So yeah, some of these coins are already having their little alt seasons, I would have to say. I mean, what else can you say? These coins that are doing 300Xs out of nowhere. I mean, that's a 65% spike up. That's not bad. I would love to get that on a long position, but just stay over that price to see if it's going to stay bullish. Like I said, it could smack into that, pull back, and then go back up next month. But if it stays over that to the moon on this one, let's see, I don't know where it's going to end up. You got the 2272, 1272, and what's 618 at about 7. So we'll just do the 618. So bullish over the 382. Ooh, if it can hold. Next potential big stop up is another 50% move to 7, and then a new high. It's 4.5x to 24, so I don't know where this one's going either. ATH to 50 cents. It's your 10x. Yeah, so if you're looking for a good 10x out of this, the 1618 retracement level, 44.50 cents. Moonshot would be $1.45, $1.50, 30x. No guarantee that's going to happen. There's too many coins out. Not enough people in the shadow realm to buy all the coins now. It's the middle of the day. What's up, Dustin? But he says where everyone. Yeah, no sound. I know Matrix. I had to mute it. When people walk through the room, I have to mute it. So, because they could say something stupid or be playing some sort of music, and then I'll get demonetized. They'll suck me back into the shadow realm. No questions asked. ZBCN, what is ZBCN doing? Up 7%. Oh, got a nice little bounce. I don't remember the last time we looked at it, what we said. Yeah, it looks like Swiftcoin. I mean, it's just a chart that's been grinding up. The weekly stock R size down at the bottom resetting. And it's not moving, so looks like the low to the high. Let me zoom in. The most recent little low to the high. You were holding right on the 0.5 support. And let's see. I don't know why that trend line is there. Yeah, let's just move it. It's messing up the chart. There's too much stuff on here. So you're stuck at resistance at 204. If you can get over that, your support is 3. If you get over 4, you're bullish again. More bullish over 4.8. But if you just look at the chart sideways, and now it's higher highs and higher lows, very bullish looking. At some point, like that other one we looked at, and like that MXY coin or MYX coin, there's just gonna, you never know, there's just gonna come in. There's gonna be a giant candle that just spawns in. So all I can do is tell you guys, not financial advice, but at this point in the game, just if your coin looks like these charts, like this one, like Swift, the ZBCN, whatever it is, and it's not completely bearish, then you probably have a good play. It's got the market structure it needs to have alt season. It's just a waiting game. And then what do we say? 10 cents was a good target on ZBCN. Yeah, I think ZBCN to 10 cents is very possible. 25x play. If it goes higher than that, congratulations. But it doesn't look bad. Swift is also very bullish, I think. What's up? Oh, I said that already. Rocket Pool. Yeah, I think we've looked at Rocket Pool. I think we have. RPL. Rocket Pool. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing bullish on this at all. Wow, what did I just do? Is this the right rocket pool? Could have swore we had a chart on it already. RPL. Let's see, we might. That's the Binance chart. Okay, rocket pool, the chart. There we go. So it made a lower low. What are we on? The weekly. Yeah, this thing fell back down below the I guess if you zoom out to the monthly, that monthly candle's probably going to hold. And it's another coin that did come back down to the volume area, not the bottom because there's just not enough time or it completely died, but it did come down here. Nice looking candle. So I would say as long as it stays over 647, the bottom is in, bullish over 10. But I like everything I see. Tagging the volume area, getting over the 236, putting the bottom in, zooming in onto the smaller time frames. You're starting to make higher highs and higher lows, so it looks good. Once it gets over 10, it's bullish. Breakout over 20. Where is it going? No one knows, except everyone that has a crystal ball. But going from the low to the high short term, yeah, you're over the 236. So it's short term bullish over 626. Bottom end macro over 647. Rocket pool to the moon. I don't know what this coin is, but if it goes to a new high, possibly the 1272 at about $1 or 150, yeah, that gets you about a 24x. Oh, this is a 2021 coin. Oh, this thing's old, so yeah, I don't know what this is, but if it hits $20 to $30, you may want to get out. I just don't see, with all the new coins out, these older coins, they're just, who's going to buy these coins? Because if you're in it and you buy in, or someone buys in, if it pumps, I would say people are going to sell. So $20 to $30. So you may get lucky and get a $34, $35 rocket pool and get a 5, 6x. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, there's 19 people in here. Let's see. Have we looked at Cookie or Swift? No, we have not. Cookie and Swift are both good plays. They are on my list. Dobata. Did I say that right? Dobata's in the house. What's Corium looking like? I'm looking for the low. Wait, what did you say? Oh, Cookie. Yeah, there's nothing really to say on Swiftcoin either. I think Swiftcoin's going to easily hit 50 cents. Moonshot is going to be $1, but it has the same chart as ZBCN, especially if we zoom it out a little bit. Sideways forever, and now it's got that final market structure of the higher highs and higher lows. It is sitting on that final low to the high 786 support right now. Could it still come down to the trend line? It could, but it doesn't have to. But low to the high, like I said. Yeah, this would be a lot more exciting for me if I actually had money in the market. Oh, man. I'm afraid I'm going to miss. Yeah, you're just hovering around that 786 support at 208 at the moment. But Swiftcoin, like I said, Swiftcoin, if it doesn't break the higher lows and the trend here and just break down, I can see this thing as long as you're over the previous high at 208. It's holding up nicely when it has a run. It has a lot of good targets too. This is another reason we like Swift, or at least I do. 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, $1. So if you're just looking for a 10x play out of Swift, it's probably going to hit 10 cents very easily. So if you're looking for a good conservative price on Swift, 10 to 20 cents, and then you may want to get out. Because you don't want to leave your money in, and then you think it's going somewhere to $1, and it just hits 20, 30 cents, and then it just dies, and it's over. And you never took profit. Because as of right now, 50 cents would be about a 55x from here. So just remember 10, 20, and 50. And then lucky $1. All right, I'm still here. Had to mute it again, but I'm going to have to do something for about 5 minutes, so I will be back. Swift is your biggest bag. Yeah, just remember those targets. Any of those targets would be good to get out. But yeah, like I said, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. What's up, Ramon? Rate cuts next week. Is that true? We've been hearing that forever. All right, how about PNG? What are we going to look at? TOSHI. You got XCN, Swift, Cookie, XYO, SPA, TOSHI, ACH, and Jasmine. That's not bad at all. I would have Swift, Cookie, TOSHI, ACH, and Jasmine. All right, let me pull up TOSHI and PNG. Can't go wrong with TOSHI. TOSHI and PENGU. If you had both of those. Yeah, very bullish looking macro chart. There's nothing really, especially the month. Yeah, if I could fix this. So we can actually see what's happening. Yeah, I mean, short-term price action. Well, looking on the macro monthly, this is a very bullish setup here. So this, I think we did this to match it up with the macro charts, kind of trying to see where these coins like this one, Turbo Bonk. We could probably do it with every coin out there because you hit the bottom of the wedge pattern, of course. You're holding low to the high, bullish over the 382 at 305. So it's not in a bad spot right now. So more likely than not, you're going to have this thing up at 202 before you know it, depending on how long it takes. Like I said, these are monthly, so we're running out of time. So definitely, yeah, it's probably going to have a breakout up to 003, definitely. But I think our target for TOSHI is this yellow box here. 1 to 2 pennies pretty much. So good conservative target, very possible. 1 penny on TOSHI is a 15.5x, and then a 30x up to 2, over a 30x. So TOSHI's not looking bad at all. If we were not where we are now in the market cycle and it was still a couple years away or a year away, I would say you probably get a move up and then pull back and then a breakdown and then a move up, and then maybe your high would be up here around, one of these areas here. But TOSHI is going to be a very good play. TOSHI to the moon. PNG is a good play. If it's going to run again, it's already had its own little run at some point, but they have all the coins out. I would buy this one. PNG, Pangolin, monthly stock RSI is down here resetting. As soon as this downtrend is broken, then PNG can finally be bullish and run. But it's just simply stuck in a downtrend. But as we've been pointing out, when that candle spawned in, that was the bottom. You've been bouncing along that level for a long time. You also hit this area here, resistance. So you're on macro support. Very good support over the 382 and 11. So once it finally breaks the downtrend, then you're in play. Which if we zoom in just a little bit here, but it's only a matter of time. Like I said, we're almost halfway. We're not halfway, but we're getting almost halfway through September, October, November, and then it's all over. Maybe through December. So right now you're holding the 236. Bottom is in 17, bullish and breakout. And then as for Pangolin going to the moon, it's got to hold tight. Yeah, I mean, because we've been saying that's the bottom, so there's no more room to go down. There's no more time. If you're looking for a 9.5, 10x, $1.30 to $1.50. Moonshot, I think we said about $6 if it can go that high. That's a 40x from here, 42x. So if you want to be super conservative and get out about $1.50, that would be your 10x play. And like I keep saying, I don't know how high these coins are going to go because it's not like last time. Because now we have, I don't even know how many coins are out now, but we have too many coins out. Just got to pick the right ones. But yeah, we're right there. I mean, we're almost in November of 2025. So you guys that have been holding for 5+ years, Joe, just a little bit longer, and then you'll probably be excited. Anyone holding Mama, or you mean Mamo? Did you mean Mama or Mamo? What's up, Slava, my man? We got Slava in the house. How you doing? How's the weather? The weather here is actually, it's been breezy all day. It's been like 79 degrees. Actually didn't melt when you walked outside. It's actually been a nice, decent day. We got Slava in the house. He wants to be a moderator, but I won't let him. What's up, Casper? Yeah, DOGE on Mars is at the bottom, only up now. I agree. If I had money, I would buy it. I wish I had that 10 grand set aside once again for Elon. At one point, I bought 10 grand of Elon, but now I'm poor. But now that I'm looking at where we are and where these coins are, everything's been putting in bottoms. Only way to go is up. And of course, you're gonna have people. There's people out there that are super bearish right now that's saying there's no alt season. It's all over. Do not believe that at one bit. Elon, what does our Elon chart look like? I don't remember if it's this one or the KuCoin. Yeah, this one looks nice. Look at that. This thing's right on the bottom. Same bottom it had all the way back here in 2023. Oh man, it looks so juicy right here. Elon to the moon from here. Jesus. Elon new high possibly. It's going to spawn in a giant candle. Elon for a 65x. Oh, man. If I could just put $100 on Elon right now, that would make me excited. I'd just do a $100 safe leveraged long play and just let it rocket to the moon. Because it actually 65, 66x is out of here. I would just have to do a 2, 3. I'd just do a 3x long on Elon with $100. Damn. So what would that be? I mean, I'm not asking for much in this world. Not much at all. I just want a little bit of money so I don't have to struggle daily. At least enough money to get out of debt. That would make me, that would just make my life comfortable. Just to get out of debt and pay things off. Yeah, I mean, just to put $100 on this thing at a 3x long, you come away with 20 grand. Oh, man. Got some more Zebek too. Zebek network to the moon. Yeah, Zebek's going to be a good play. Just don't forget 10 cents is a good spot. What's up, Crod? Crod 33. I think I said that right. XCN, please. And gold and silver to the moon. Yeah, you guys answering the poll. I don't even remember what I put on the poll. Oh, it's half and half. I hope NFTs some sort of come back because I do have a bunch of just random on Polygon and a couple ETH NFTs from last time, but they're worth nothing. So it'd be nice to at least get my money back or get some money out of them. But I just don't think the NFTs are the thing anymore. Zebek network to the moon. XCN. But yeah, Elon has a very beautiful chart there. I mean, the only thing you can do is look at the chart. That's the macro bottom. These are monthly candles. It's back down here. It shouldn't go any lower. I mean, even if you get a 618 retracement from here, that's guaranteed 10, not even a 10x, but you get the idea. Yeah, Elon's going to blast out of here, so hopefully I don't miss it. It's in prime opportunity to buy right now. Oh, man. I was thinking about that yesterday at work. Let me see, XCN. I was like, if I can't have things in my life that I want, I'm talking about material things and money, I'm talking about kids and people, then can I at least have money? At least give me money to make me happy a little bit. And I know people say money doesn't make you happy, but money would make me pretty damn happy right now. Especially knowing that I work my ass off, which you ask about work. Work is work. I bust my ass at work. And to come home and not be able to do anything because I got so much things I got to pay. I work my ass off to be broke. Someone should put that on a t-shirt. I work my ass off every week to be broke and poor. I guess most people are in the same boat. Not most, but yeah, I don't know what XCN's doing here. It broke the 0.5 a while back. I'm gonna have to pull everything over now. There's no bull run until it's over 2 pennies again. 2 pennies will send you up to 5.5 and then possibly up to 10. And if it blows through 10, there's a good chance it's probably going to hit $1. But it's doing nothing. It's going sideways. So what we can do on XCN, Onyx Coin is go. Yeah, it's coming down to that final support level. So every time we look at XCN, we look at support and then it breaks it. And now it's, excuse me. And now it's on its way to that final 786009. So it should hold. Any lower than that, then it's just going to break down all the way back down to 206 pretty much. So coming up any lower than 99, then yeah, because see, that's going to fall off the table big time. And then it's going to be bearish with a lower low. That's a 43% drop. So possibly the bottom is about to be put in. Bullish back over 16 and then nowhere until over 2 on XCN. And then the XCN Moon Boys will come back. They will pile back into the stream. All we got to do is build some bullish momentum and they will come. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. That's an 80x just to hit 87 cents. So maybe you're not getting your dollar. I don't know. Damn, if this thing does an 80x, then wow, congratulations. I would say definitely you're looking at a 10x from here. Man. Yeah, gold's still going to the moon. I'm out of money too. Went to get 5K and the bank gave me 3K. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. If I had that money in the market, I would be excited. At least I would get something. Especially if you put some money on Elon. And ZBCN, not bad. I thought you won the lottery in Texas. Nah, didn't happen. Only got 2 numbers. Didn't win anything. So, what can you do? What's up, Max? Max says Arrow and DGen, please. Yeah, you said that last time that platinum looks outstanding. I would probably buy platinum stocks. At some point, they're going to shift over to platinum and it's going to go. Would you say DGen and what? Oh, Arrow. Arrow, yeah, those are both good plays, both on my list. Yeah, we have 25 people in here. Not bad for the market not doing anything. Oh, damn. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Hold on, I'm trying to see something here. Damn. Always bearish. What are we looking at? Arrow and DGen. Arrow. Even if I don't get back into the market, even if we're bullish and you guys are making money, at least people will come to the stream, we'll get more subscribers, and I'll get some better super chats at that point. So at least I have that to look forward to. Bullish live streams. Arrow's grinding up, making higher highs and higher lows. It's stuck below the 382 short term, so until it gets back over 118, it's not bullish. But it's grinding up. Looks very good. Like I said, you just gotta hold strong. There's no point in looking at, all these. As long as you're making higher lows and you're grinding up like this, at some point it's gonna go, especially since it's Arrow. We'll look back on it and there'll be giant candles spawned in here. Spawned up to 20 to 30 bucks. So I think $20 is very possible on Arrow. That's a 17x from here, and then if it can hit 35, that's a 30x. I think it's very likely. Arrow is going to be a very good play. Oh man, Arrow. What was the other one? Did you say DGen? Oh yeah, Arrow and DGen. Yeah, DGen I don't think is doing anything. But yeah, Arrow, DGen, these are all coins that I would absolutely buy. TOSHI, PENGU, DGen, To the Moon, Elon, Jasmine, ACH, so many others. Yeah, you're still technically, you're back down at the bottom again. From the low to the high, you hit the 786 final support. You're still holding higher lows. So as long as you're holding higher lows, you don't have to necessarily hold the trend at every bounce or every move down, but as long as you're holding higher lows, very, very good. Final support level 003. So that's probably the bottom. It just needs to get back over the 618 bullish, back over 204, and then 007 macro bullish. So you can't be bullish until it gets back over 007. But it's simply going sideways. And it doesn't look horrible. This white line that I put on the chart, you can see clearly there's a lot of resistance, support at it. It broke it, resistance, it finally broke above. Now it's support and support again. So that's probably the bottom on DGen. If you ever wanted to load up, not financial advice, now is probably the time, because we're getting too close to these things. I mean, before you know it, these coins are going to start having these giant candles spawning, and they're going to start finally being bullish again. And then it'll just go vertical at some point. So possibly the 1272, 50x up to 17. So it may wake up to 20. Oh, wow. 20 cents is going to be a 5960x. Yeah, DGen is going to be a good one. Same here, only got first two numbers. What's up, Ken? Yeah. Couldn't imagine winning that much money anyway. Even half of it or a quarter of it, I wouldn't even know what to do. Yeah, we'd probably, if I won that much money, we'd probably have an awesome live stream for a long time. I would just be like, come in, become a member. I'll raise the member price. I was like, become a member, and here's your $1,000. I'll just be passing out $1,000 bills. Until I hit $1 million. And if you didn't come, you didn't make it. What's up, Nick? Ondo. What's up, Muffin Man? How you doing? We got Muffin Man back in the house. We're back. Muffin Man. We're gonna make it, Muffin Man. Hopefully. Ondo. Yeah, Ondo's a good play. Just make sure you buy in before it pumps, because I don't know who owns Ondo or what big people. I think I heard at one point Trump bought some. I don't know who else, but a bunch of the big players bought a bunch of Ondo. So when it finally does pump, just be ready. Some of these coins are going to dump hard. They're going to pump hard and they're going to dump really hard. It looks like it's holding the 382. It's macro holding the higher lows. Yeah, you're holding over 91, 92. So low to the high, it is bullish right now, and it is making higher highs and higher lows. And then, of course, yeah, once it gets back over $1, pretty much, it's bullish, or it's potential breakout to the upside over $1. And then Ondo's the coin that I think is easily going to hit 20 to 25 bucks. I know someone said $20 no way at some point, but yeah, it's a 20x. And then possibly a 27x. I'm just here doing all right, just trying to enjoy my days off, and then back to work to be poor. Look at RFL. I bought in more today. Yeah, someone said earlier about a buy-in price on something. I don't remember what coin that was. I'm trying to scroll up. Yeah, I don't know where it went. All right, anyway, RFL. I mean, some of these coins look extremely well on the bottoms. And some coins you guys are buying, I don't know if I'd buy them. I'm not saying this one, but let's see what's going on with this one. I mean, you're still putting in higher low, so it's not horrible. Yeah, this one has the very bullish setup. I guess we did look at this one. Reflect. So this low to the high. Yeah, you're still over the 382, but it's not really, yeah, you bounced on it already. So it's holding the higher low. So I'd say as long as you're above 15.5, this thing, that should be it. Because if it drops down any lower, it's going to end up breaking this area, and then it's going to put in a lower low, and then it's just going to kind of fall off the table. So this really has to almost be it for Reflect. And the fact that you're making higher lows, and you have the area in this box where you're getting stuck. We saw the same thing on so many coins back in the day. Caspa, Arrow. And then once this box is broken, it just spikes out of here. So, not financial advice, of course, but if you ever wanted to buy this one, this is probably it. It's crypto, so it could always die and fall off the table. Anything can happen, but that's the whole chance you take. It's a casino. If you guys don't know that or believe that, buying crypto is like a casino. It's gambling all the time. Because in my experience is you lose more money than you make, so far anyway. Hopefully I'll change my stance on that at some point. But this one, if you're bullish on it, which it looks good, 1272, $6 from 17 cents would be a 36x from here. once this box is broken. Once it's over 60, you know it's bullish to the upside. What's up, James? Yeah, we did PNG. We didn't do GFI or ARC block. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button and answer the poll, please. It will help out. I haven't been streaming all the time now or making updates, so I've been losing subscribers. So it's unfortunate, but you know, I have to work and do other things. And like the last couple of streams, there's just been no super chats coming in, so we're like right there about to go vertical all season, and the channel's never been more bearish. That's just how life works. You've been building the channel for years, and then it's almost time to go to the moon, and it's just bearish everywhere. And you can't get in the market to save your life. It's just, that's how life works. Not to be a downer, but it's just the way it is right now. This is just like PNG. It's in a downtrend. Low to the high, you're pretty much bouncing off of the 6.8 possible double bottom of the higher low. Once you get over pretty much 73, and then bullish over 85. Once you're over 85, you'll know it's a breakout to the upside. 85 to 90, and then once you get over $1, you'll know ARC block is bullish once the price is back over $1. And then ARC block, we said what, $20 to $30. So I would say if you want to be conservative on ARC block, $10. It's a good solid number. That'd be almost a 15x. If it goes higher than that, then you run 20 to 30. So $30 would be a 45x from here. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, ARC block is going to be a good play. Hope it goes to the moon for all you guys. Hope it goes to the moon for Cater. GFI. Yeah, I don't remember what we were looking at on Goldfinch. Yeah, I don't know if this is the chart or not. Doesn't look like it. But it's the same thing. It's doing the same thing. These coins like ABT, PNG, GFI, they have this little run up. They've been dying ever since. They've been in downtrends ever since. Yeah, let me move that one off. Let me see, what are we looking at? The Gate.io chart. There's probably a better GFI chart. All right, well, last look at GFI, and then I guess that's gonna be it. I don't remember if I said, but what's up, Flip Coins? How you doing, my man? Welcome to the end of the live stream. But looking at GFI, low to the high, you just broke the 786 on the macro and the smaller. So as long as you're below 55, this thing is bearish. The only positive thing I would say is you are holding our box that we drew last time, I believe. So we'll see if we can hold the higher low here, but you are below support. So I just have to wait and see what happens. It can't really go any lower than it is. Once it breaks this low here, it's over. It's going to come all the way back down to 28. So if it does not get back over and does not hold what trend there is, yeah, this one's going to fall off the table. So GFI needs to break the downtrend. It doesn't look great. But example of a chart of a coin that I would never buy. I'm not touching GFI. Now, if it holds up and you get a 618 retracement, that is almost a 13x to 640. Possibly trying to put in a bottom, but we'll see. But yeah, let me end the poll. I appreciate you guys coming in. We will be here tomorrow once again. We'll see how long and what time. So yeah, I guess NFTs are coming back. They have spoken. But yeah, we got 28 people in here, but everyone please hit the like button on the way out. And hopefully we're a little more bullish this week and tomorrow. But hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. As always, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.